to our intensified campaign against lowering the systems loss here in the province of Ilocos Norte or under the franchise area of INEC. No? Yung systems loss po, ito po yung nawawalang kuryente sa ating pag-distribute ng kuryente sa ating mga MCO. No? Two-part po to, technical and also the other one is operational. Yung technical po, ito po yung ating mga linya, ito po yung problema sa linya in terms of matagal na or naapektuhan ng anything technical. The other component is operational, meaning ito yung medyo na pilferage na nakaw na kuryente po dun sa ating sistema. Kaya hindi nagtutugma yung binili nating kuryente sa ating mga suppliers sa mga power generation at doon sa na-distribute. That difference is what we call systems loss. And that is for the information of our consumers and everybody, that is passed on. Naka-pass on po yun doon sa bill nyo, natin lahat, doon sa rate po natin, meron pong systems loss component doon na pass on. Ibig sabihin, tayo po lahat nagbabayad. Allowed naman po ito ng law. No? INEC is still within the range that is allowed by law na i-pass on. Pero hindi po ibig sabihin doon, dapat papass on lahat. At least yung technical lang. No? Right now, ang INEC po, although since we started about a couple of months ago, when we started the drive, I'm happy to announce na for the month, medyo nababa na po natin. Almost 1% nga yung nababa. Kaya lang po, the way it's computed is ina-average po yan for the whole year. So, hindi pa natin masyadong nararamdaman. Pero if we go on the month itself, like last month, medyo nababa na po natin ng 1% yun. Nasa 9.40 po tayo. Kaya lang, mataas pa rin yan dahil we need to average it from the previous month. So, please be patient with us. Makakaasa po kayo na talagang tatrabahuhin po natin yan. Dapat po ang systems loss po natin, if we allow the technical part of it, no, dapat po nasa mga 5-6% lang. So, we have quite a long way to go. Kaya ito pong ginawa po natin again today. This is the second time na pinilahan po natin yung ating mga nahuli po na lumabag doon sa anti-pilferage law. No? So RA 7832, this is the anti-pilferage law. No? Pinilahan po natin today. No? The reason why we're doing this is because apparently with all the efforts, parang hindi po natututo. So kailangan, I think, you really have to do something about it.
Nag-saan sila, sir?
Yung isa is from Bigras at yung isa from Bacarang. No? Yung isa, illegal connection. Yung isa is tampering with the meter. So, again, masama man sa loob namin because obviously ang napilahan, ang nakasuhan is our MCOs din. But we have to do this because unfair naman po sa nakakarami. Because like I said, this is a pass-on rate, pass-on amount. So, yung medyo anomaly po na caused by a few sa ating among the 190,000 MCOs of INEC, may konting na nakikinabang, pero marami nagsasuffer pag hindi natin ma-address yung systems.
Matagal na pong ginagawa yung tampering, sir, at saka yung remote?
Well, nung nahuli po to, obviously, nung nag-intensify tayo, this was, I think if I'm not mistaken, ito bago last year, no, bago magpasko, December. So, pagka ganito kasi, ang computation nito is 5 years. No? We will go back 5 years kung magkano ang estimate. There's a computation, there's a way to compute it to get the estimate at yun ang babayaran. Aside from the criminal part of the violation of the Republic Act. Well, siyempre, yun, may kulong and other aspect of the penalty, no? Aside from yung pera na kailangan.
Hindi nagsasabi sa po amicable settlement.
Ang what we did, ang applicable settlement kasi in this particular case sa fiscal na nangyayari na pilahan. Yun ang dapat kasi unfortunately if you nung nag-intensify po kami, nagbigay po kami ng notice na maghihigpit talaga. In fact, like I said, nauna nga yung mga tao ng INEC yung mga medyo nagkaroon tayo ng mga suspensions at mga disciplinary action. When we were addressing this, no, as we address this, no, nauna nga yung mga tao namin. Just goes to show we will not, at least under this administration, hindi po namin protektahan kung may sala po yung mga tao namin sa INEC, hindi po namin protektahan yun. No? They will suffer the consequences. Pero kung meron naman po on the part of our MCOs, nilan-nilan lang naman po ito na talagang medyo may nagawa kasalanan towards this that contributed to the system's loss. No? Isa nga ito, yung infringement really contributes to the system's loss. At saka yun din, reminder din, karamihan naman po sa mga MCO, syempre wala naman po alam sa electrical. Kung minsan, may tumutulong sa kanila o nag-a-assist, nag-o-offer, ito po yung mga nakakaintindi sa electrical. So, pagka nasama po yun, isinasama din po namin sila doon sa kakasuhan. Because as accessory, kung minsan nga sila ang principal. Kaya lang po automatic naman talaga nakakasuhan yung MCO because sa kanya nakapangalan. So siya talaga automatic yon. Pero pag nag-imbestiga ang piskal, I'm sure, pag nag-imbestiga naman nila, sila malalaman naman kung sila talagang gumawa, no? Yung minsan, yung mga MCO naman, talagang nasasama lang sila automatic because sa kanila nakapangalan.
Sir, on this particular case, may involved ba